Welcome everyone. Today we'll have another Genshin Impact News Digest. In this video, we'll have a look at some of the interesting achievements made by one of the Chinese players. This is the first world level 60 adventure level, and this was actually done today, about a few hours ago actually. So this post was made on about 3 to 4 hours ago, as you can see, and the Chinese player have started his own Bilibili, the Chinese YouTube page. So if you guys want to check it out, we'll definitely have a quick look of him achieving life of level 60, and we'll have a look at the rewards he get for level 60 adventure level. We'll also look at how much it cost. It cost over 4,000 USD dollars, guys, just to buy the reasons. After this, we'll have a look at some of the interesting news articles about Genshin Impact making a lot of money with version 2.1. And this is a big patch. We'll have a look at briefly why they made so much money, and also some of the interesting and maybe important news we should be aware of with the changes with Chinese laws regarding to gaming. Some of the popular games like Genshin Impact, other games like, Oh My Uji, and other games like, from the NetEase and also the big companies like Tencent are affected. We'll briefly go through how this will affect us with Genshin Impact players and what are the things we should be aware of. What is happening with the news, and some of the meme posts about we won't be getting a lot about Battle's outfit because he's too appealing as a charming little boy. So we'll talk about this. This is more of like a meme though. We'll briefly talk about this and some of the bigger changes and impacts that may be happening to Genshin Impact. After that, we'll also have a look at some of the community memes and jokes about Miho Yu and deciding to interact the leak hunt decree. And a few friends on my Discord have shared me this Reddit post about the certain tweet on Twitter about pleading Miho Yu to give us an official roadmap instead of players looking towards leaks. And I do think this is a really good idea. So this is the official Twitter message which I want to discuss with you guys. And also what he meant by the roadmap is, if you guys remember, we have had a roadmap about patch 1.1 and also patch 1.3. So those were the official roadmaps back at patch 1.0. And those were really good. So I want to briefly talk about the roadmaps and also official roadmaps and how good those can be. So on the last part of the video, I'll go through some of the benefits of getting official roadmap, and also, some of those roadmaps and also new features were amazing. So I want to go through those with you guys. We'll get free wishes with character leveling up. We get more of the player's time and also character allocation for different resources. So those are very important, and I want to talk to you guys about this one. I definitely think getting a new roadmap for patch 2.0 onwards is a really good idea. Maybe from 2.2 up to 2.3 or 2.4. And also when we're going to get the new element with the danger characters. So very excited to talk about this at the last part of the video. Now coming over to this post by Josen about 4 hours ago. So what happened is one of the Chinese players have managed to achieve adventure level 60 on his account. What an amazing achievement, right? So in case you guys are wondering, you can purchase resin within the game, and the resin cost actually goes up higher. So if I come back into the game, what I'll show you guys, you can see that you can purchase resin, and you can use the fairy reasons, or you can purchase resin. The resin cost will go up higher with the promo gems, and this gets more costly and more costly as we go. I did briefly have a rough calculation. It is set to cost about $10 to $15 a day to just buy the resin, and he did that for close to over a year now. And this will cost over 4,000 USD dollars to get to adventure level 60. Now the Chinese player do have his own Bilibili, which is a Chinese YouTube. So if you guys do want to have a look, I definitely recommend coming over here and support him on his channel. So this is the link I'll have available for you guys. The last video is a stream of him doing this live, and the video before that is just a short clip. I'll briefly show you guys what he achieved and what he got for getting to adventure level 60. It's a world first adventure level 60 for Genshin Impact. And he spent over $4,000 I can estimate. So what did he do? Let me go back a little bit. So he was getting experience from the crafting. Notice that this is one of the fastest ways to spend your resin. Might not be the most efficient way, but it's one of the fastest way. He got to adventure level 60 over here. Look at that. Pretty amazing, right? Now, I do think he was talking Chinese, so I didn't have the whole audio on too high. He was just speaking Chinese, and what I want to see is he actually have a world timer. So this is at China time at 4 AM, which is about 6 AM with Australian time. So this did happen in less than 5 hours ago. Now, what's the biggest highlight is? Let's look how much rewards he got for getting to the adventure level 60. You got to see the people chat over here. People are like, oh my gosh, this is so incredible. So this is massive. So it shows that you can get to the maximum level of Genshin Impact to level 60 within about a year to play the game. And I'm assuming that he started the game at the start of the Chinese server launch, which is 1 month earlier than the global server. And let's see if I can fast forward over here a bit. So a lot of people are inviting him, a lot of people wants to speak to him. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, right? So now he's getting a lot of good friends because of this. Now I want to show you guys what he got for adventure level 60. So adventure level 60, what he looted is 150 Primal Gems, 3 of the Acquaintance Wishes, 2 Fairy Resin, 30 Weapon Ores, and 21 books. Hooray! And all it costs, guys, is only about $4,000 USD. So I definitely do not recommend spending this much in a game unless you guys are financially capable and, you know, if you do have the free time. And just as a highlight, because he actually gave me some inspiration, I was like, I can be leveling myself up too. So notice I'm at adventure level 56. So what I want to do is I'll show you guys I'll do what he did. It's actually perfect today. So I can do this live. I'll show you guys. So what he did is, this is the fastest way to spend your resin. Not the best way though, I have to tell you guys. I'm only doing this for science to show you guys it's possible. So notice that I was adventure level 56, and by doing this, I'm getting 50 adventure level experience within 10 seconds. And this is by far the fastest way to spend your resin if you don't have the time to do anything else. There's a lot of good ways, you know, fighting the monsters, fighting different bosses. There's a lot of good ways you can spend your resin, but this is one of the fastest ways. And look at that. Adventure level 57. We did this live as well, right? So he got to adventure level 60. I made it to adventure level 57 about close to a year into the game. So that's where because I haven't been buying too much resin, that's why I'm a little behind with adventure level. But you know, no need to spend too much money, guys. And let's get a special reward here too. What do we got? We'll do this live too. It's not a world first, of course. It's a first for me. But you gotta see the Chinese player made it to world first. So let's chat, and let's get the adventure level. So here we go. 57. Look, I got 1 wish and 2 factory resin. The next one's 1, next one's 1. The final one is the big one. So there we go, guys. That is my reward for this part. Now coming over to the next part of the news. As you guys might have heard, Genshin Impact has made a lot of money since the release of patch 2.1 for multiple reasons. Well, they made over 150 million USD so far, and this is only like, you know, about 2 weeks into the patch. So why is that they make so much money? So the first is they drop a new icon. This comment from Notcha over here is explained perfectly. One is that because there's a new icon character who's a female character, very attractive and very good story. The new content with icon was complete, and also the biggest one is the top-up gems will reset. This might become a pattern in the future. Maybe with each of the patches like patch 3.0, patch 4.0 with a new city will also have a top-up gem bonus. I do have a video to compare the values of those ones if you guys haven't seen it, so watch which ones are the best for purchase. And also with a special signature weapon for the new icon, and also the changes of the weapon banner, which will make a video about it, you know, the special weapon features now. So all those things combined, Genshin Impact made so much money within about 2 weeks of releasing the new patch. Now this is actually good news, and I'll talk about later in the next part of the video about us getting better content, better items, or better theme of the game because it made so much money. Now, one of the things that came to mind is I also hear a lot of the news about Genshin Impact being affected in China with the changes of laws and also policies. So I thought I'd briefly explain what I know so far. I'm not great with the Chinese legislation as well, but I did do some brief research. So a lot of friends and viewers were asking me about this, so I found a lot of related Reddit posts and I did have a look at some things myself. So you can see there's a lot of different posts, and even the last one was pretty meme. So what's happening? Made announcements of changing the gaming industry because the gaming industry seemed to be capitalizing on making money from minors. People who are underage, about less than 18 years old, and people who are easily persuaded and influenced in gaming. because a lot of the games have the gambling mechanics, the gadget mechanics, a lot of marketing and also psychological spending themes, and kids do spend a lot of time playing the games and not studying, not growing properly. And when you play a lot of games as a kid, you tend to not spend time with your friends and family and play outside. So the news about the Chinese government's changes to the legislation of the gaming sector is actually a good change in that regards. But it does focus on the kids who are below age 18 to have a lower gaming time. So I do believe Genshin Impact in China have already implemented this one. Because to play games in China, you have to use your ID, your citizen ID. To use that, if you're under 18, they do have a timing restriction on playing amount of games each time during the day or during the week. And there's other restrictions to violence, to nudity, and also to different themes, as you can see over here. And also, one of the bigger concerns from some of our viewers is the feminine male and also boy love. Now, I had a quick look. I didn't look too deep. I don't think this is targeting towards homosexuality. It's not like homophobic, but I do think this is one of the focus about they don't want kids to be affected by the popular cultures and also worship people and worship cute and sexy characters. And this happened to be especially one of the case where I did read some of the things over here about the feminine male thing. It's more of the celebrity worship culture, which also stated over here by the comment with Ancient Chinese Story. So this was stated that it's more like helping kids to not be influenced too much. And I think this is majority for other games which have more elaborate style of things. And I don't think this will affect Genshin Impact too much, because if we come back into the game, I got my rewards over here. So let's come back into the game. So if we go into characters, where are my characters here? If we go into characters, I think the boy looking characters are like Venti, are Kazuha, maybe Xiao. So most of the male characters are okay in Genshin Impact. They're not so revealing, they're not so misleading to minors. And Venti might be the most feminine male character in the game. So some of our viewers were raising concerns that how is this going to affect Genshin Impact? At the moment, I don't think we have any major concerns for Genshin Impact, because the future characters that will be developed, I'm sure the developers will be aware of this, so the characters won't be affected. There might be slight adjustment and tweaks. They might have more outfit and less revealing of the skin. And I don't think this is a big factor for us. So the big changes with Genshin Impact is that they made a lot of money, and we're likely going to get better content. And likely, guys, the bigger change is likely we're going to get a lot more of those top-up gem bonuses to be resetted and also repeated for them to get more money. And likely we might see the next Archon sooner than expected, because who doesn't like to make a lot of money, right? So knowing that they made a lot of money, the future content will come with more Archons. The Pyro Archon, the Hydro Archon, a lot of different Archons will come in. As regards to the news, before we finish on this part, I do see this Reddit post and some of viewers were telling me about this one. It's like, oh no, we won't get a special outfit for Lord Barbatos because he won't look super cute. I won't show the image here. You might have seen it. There's an image of Lord Barbatos of Venti with his angelic wings. He have 2 white wings behind him, and he was wearing a bikini. I saw that before. I was like, oh boy, if he just saw this one, it'd be so much sales. But, with the changes of the news and also the policies, I don't think we'll see that skin anymore. So I won't show the skin over here. It's not on this link as well. So this is before with the manga. You get to see Venti with a very majestic and, very gorgeous looking skin. I was thinking if they sell that one, they will make so much money. But some minor changes and affecting to the game is that we likely won't see any revealing skins with Venti or with Child or with any of the sexy, boy skins. But that's okay, right? We'll find other sexy girl skins, right? So looking forward to new skins as well, which we'll talk about on the next part. Now, if you haven't subscribed, this is a really good time to do so. Make sure you also turn the bell on for the latest news as I find more of them for us. You can see that we're really dedicated for Genshin Impact. We'll have builds, guides, tips, news, and events updates for everything that's Genshin Impact related. Now coming over to the second part of the video. As you guys might have known, currently there have been a lot of crackdown on leak sources of the future content of the game. And this was done on a lot of the Chinese platform and also on a lot of different platforms. I have not looked at any leaked materials for the past 2 months, so I was actually not aware how big the crackdown is until some of my viewers actually shared those with me. So the joke with the community is that miHoYo is decided to interact the leaker hunt decree. I saw this comment from the guy in that. I was like, this is too good. So I wanted to share the comment with you guys. So some of my friends on our Discord channel have shared with me that, with the whole crackdown and everything, there was a Reddit post that was made about 1 day ago on this about the Twitter message. So let's go direct to the Twitter message from New Geek over here, who also make Genshin Impact content. So if you want to support him on YouTube, definitely check him out. I don't believe he speaks English though. But he made a really good point over here about asking miHoYo to give us official roadmap. This is quite important to give us official roadmap, because as we're going to go through, there is a lot of benefits in doing this. This is not us asking for leaks or things. We want official roadmaps to guide us, to tell us what's happening. As you can see over here, he says this will help the free-to-play players, the low spenders, and also content creators to keep the hype going, to keep the marketing, to keep the popularity, and also to keep the interest of the game. Now, if you might be wondering, what does he mean by official roadmap? Sometime around October last year, early October last year, as you can see over here. So this is on the 9th of October. This was published. This was published by the Genshin Impact developers on the Chinese firm. Notice as I was checking news first, sometimes the Chinese firm will have more detailed news that is not translated to English. So this is one of the previous roadmap of the future versions. This was back in patch 1.0, and this after a lot of content updates. They were saying things will be updated every 6 weeks and how things are going to run in the game, which still happens now every 42 days. So this shows the version 1.1, what's going to happen, what event is going to come. Version 1.2, what is going to happen, new expansion of the areas, and also different activities. And what's going to happen with 1.3, with the Shao Lantern Festival, because people knew it was the Shao Lantern Festival, and the date of those. There's a lot of, new posts like those to give us more details of the upcoming content. As you guys remember, the changes to the battle pass, the changes to the character awakening system, which by now, if we actually awaken a character, we can get, the free wishes. So notice we get the free wishes on level 20, we get the free wishes on level 50, and also on level 70. So those were the new features that was added to the game because the developers heard the players, and they want to give us more freebies. So on this second part, we'll have a look at some of the benefits of having official roadmap again and how this might help the players. Now coming over to my summary notes. So I made 5 different dot points about how this can be beneficial to the players. The first thing is, as players, we have a lot of scarcity with our time because we might play a lot more games, right? And we might have school and work and family and also friends. So we actually have not all the time in the world. We also don't have all the resources in the world to level up characters. And we have to farm for those, right? Resin is very scarce. We don't have that much time. We don't have the strongest characters. We want to know what's coming in the game as towards new content and new zones and new events, and also what are the new characters. Not saying the Genshin Impact is not revealing the new characters. Now we're seeing the new characters being revealed, with Toma, previously with, different characters like Raiden Shogun, and also with Kokomi. So the new characters are revealed. What I'm hoping for is to tell us the materials we can farm and collect for the characters on the patch beforehand. Because the live stream does tell us the characters, but it doesn't tell us the items that's needed for the new characters. It takes awfully a lot of days and a lot of reasons to level those characters with different materials to level 90, and this could be a really good start in the roadmap. Now as we know, a lot of the future content and also upcoming, materials and also characters do keep the existing and also new players very interested and also excited for the game. This is one of the things I love about the game most, and this is one of the reasons I was looking into the future content previously with our videos. Because we love the story, we love the new events, and most of all, we love the rewards in the game. Freebies, primal gems, upcoming free wishes and different goodies in the game. With the Sakura tree and also with a lot of more things to come. So those things keeps the player excited. It doesn't have to be anything massive. It doesn't have to be a massive story or anything. As long as players, us, we know what's good in the game and it's free to play and it's very lovely, the theme of the game. We're excited, we want to play the game more. So this is definitely a plus to keep us interested if the roadmap is more detailed and also reveals more of the reward on each part of the patch. This doesn't necessarily have to spoil the story, but just tell us what we can be excited for and, most of all, how many wishes we can get right in each of the patch, because that will be a big deal for us to save more money. Now, on the topic of saving more money in the game, this might also increase the banner sales for Genshin Impact, because official roadmap means we know the character will be coming. And for certain players who have enough money, spared around, we can be saving and not buying some special food we like. We can be saving for a new character that's coming. Or maybe if the game will come with a special event or maybe a special outfit, like the Barber and also Jin skin. In future they come with a Venti skin, which, oh gosh, they might not come anytime soon, or maybe a Zonly skin. So we could be saving some money for the skins if we know those are coming. It's better to get the players prepared and also willing to spend for those new items. So I do think this might also increase the marketing and also sales for miHoYo if they do reveal official roadmaps more often and also more detailed. Now, coming back to the previous roadmap and also to the developers' notes, we know that the players have a lot of questions, a lot of feedbacks about the game, about the themes of the game. And one of the features about having a roadmap is that it is very important, guys. Most developers, especially foreigner developers, don't see the importance of this one. But it is our players' feedback and also a voice to be heard. We do the surveys all the time, we do feedbacks. We want to hear that the developers are actively communicating with the players. We want to be connected to the developers. We are the ones that play the game. We're the ones that spend money in the game. We're the ones spend over millions of dollars together. A lot of people do spend money in this game. So we are the ones that want to make the game better. And in order to do so, we want to know that our needs and our concerns and our interests are expressed by the developers. We really don't want the developers into making the game in their own room and not care what we think. So having the developers' notes more often and also official roadmap more often, we can start to see what the direction of the game is going, how fast the game is going, what different stages of the patches of the game, different content, different characters, and this can definitely make Genshin Impact even better. It is an amazing game, and because it's making so much money, right, we want to make the game even better. We want to know that the money is spent in a good place, and we want to know when the content that's coming, where the new zones, where the new cities, and also new icons. So for our feedbacks and also our voices to be heard is very important. And this also comes down to the final part. One of the bigger reasons for players to go for leak materials and also information, because I was generally interested and curious. If they don't release enough official information, of course, for someone who loves the game and interested about the game, we want to hear more about the game, right? And this is why those videos and those posts becomes popular. So if the developers can post regular official content, then there's no need for players to look for unofficial content, right? We want to see the official ones, we want to follow those. At the same time, once those do replace the existing unofficial information, players will be very happy and also very excited. There may be still cases players, even myself, we might speculate on the live stream and also what's teased in the game. Sometimes the live stream teased about Inazuma, if you guys remember the Inazuma fan art. Sometimes he teased about Yara and Miko and also different characters that's coming in the game. So he teased about Toma and Toma came in. So different characters are teased. And sometimes it's hinting for a rerun, like the Genyu rerun, which I'll talk about soon on the next video. I think that's a really good hint. So there's a lot of things that were teased in the live stream, and it can still be fun. But sometimes as a content creator, I'm scared to make those videos because I'm worried I'll mislead you guys. What if, the things I think that may be happening doesn't happen in the future? So if we get more official content and official information, then I'm free to joke about and also tease about what's hinted in the game, because we know officially what is going to happen in a few patches ahead of the time. So this particular post, which happened initially, was a really good positive feedback from the community. Notice it shows the date, it shows the zones, it shows a lot of more things. And after this, multiple official content and also official feedback from the developers were posted. I'll always be on the lookout for those content. And, let me know what you guys think. Do you think the roadmap is a good idea? And also, how detailed of the roadmap should we go into it? With content, with characters, with stories, with freebies, and also features. Because currently, the developers' notes are very random sometimes. Sometimes they do answer the feedbacks, but in some very bizarre questions. But I'm hoping for them to get more communication and also more open with the community, and that'll be the best. So thank you again for watching this video, guys, and what an amazing achievement, right? Level 60 with adventure level. And also over here, Genshin Impact made so much money, and likely we won't see the Venti skin anytime soon. Oh boy, that Venti skin was so good though. I'll definitely buy it, but I won't show you guys on the video though. That one's too sexy. And let me know what you guys think about this idea of Genshin Impact making more official roadmap. I do think this is an idea that could be very beneficial for both the players and also the developers. And thank you again for watching this video, guys. I'll be making more regular videos. I've been taking more time to rest my voice and also to catch up with a few things in life. So hopefully this week I can make more regular videos, and we do have some, very exciting Discord tournament I want to share with you guys. And yes, guys, I'm still trying to get my girlfriend to join us on the videos. She started working again and working from home, and she's more busy. And hopefully by next weekend, we can make a video together and say hi to everyone. Thank you so much for your patience, guys, and I'll see you guys next time on YouTube. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips, and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with Genshin and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.